Imagine, I was a mischievous child. I know. I have to convince you a long time of that. But I used to, every now and then, the notes would come home with my school's signature on it. I used to steam them open and decide for myself if mom or dad were going to see this. And sometimes they didn't. But understand this, what's sealed is meant to remain sealed.
Yeah.
You know, in Paul's day, they would think of it as a signet ring. We talk about signature, the signet ring, the ring. They would put the seal in hot wax, and that envelope should not be opened because the wax is bearing the seal, and it would have someone's initial on it, or the king's a sign on or crown on it, and it would tell them that this comes from the authority of the king. Many of us, most of us, don't walk around today with signet rings. But what we have, and I believe it by faith, that all of us have received a bill or a letter or something. We know something about an envelope. We don't know much about a signet ring, but all of us have received an envelope from time to time. And what is interesting about the envelope is a couple of things we have to break down. And the first thing is that in the upper, if you're facing the upper right-hand corner, that is what they call the return of address. What is that? That is the person who has the authority to send it. He says, if there's any problem, you contact me. We didn't get that yet. The person who sends the bill, that letter that you sent the person to, you put your name and your address in the return of address. So if there's any issue, they know who to contact. It is a signature. It is an indication of who has the authority to put whatever is in the envelope in the envelope. They are bearing responsibility for what's inside the envelope. And so inside your envelope this morning or beside it, you have 2 index cards. I encourage you to write your testimony. Put it inside of the envelope. And who is it that has the authority to if there's any questions or concerns about your testimony, about what's inside of you, if there's a question anywhere in your heart, Jesus Christ is the return to sender. Jesus Christ's name is on your envelope. There's a question about what's inside of you, about what's going on inside of you, then return to sender. Call him, ask him, write him a letter. Jesus, what's going on? Because only the one who sends the envelope knows what's inside of the envelope. I spent all my life, all my time telling myself how I'm wired, how I'm constructed. I can only do this. I was raised this way. This is my ancestor. This is what's going on. I can only go this far. But the one who put his name on my envelope, the one who sealed the envelope, is the one who put the contents inside of it. He alone knows what's inside. I keep telling myself and defeating myself with these words that limit me. Tell me I can't do that. I'm not allowed to do that. I don't have enough money for that. I can't go here. I'm not allowed to do that. I keep boxing myself in. But the return of sender, the one who has the authority over your life, said, if you have a question, fall on your knees and ask me.
Yeah.
Stop looking inside of yourself and setting your own expectations. Stop asking everybody else around town. Stop Googling everything and fall on your knees and spend some time with me, and I'll tell you everything you need to know about what's inside of your envelope.
Yeah.